What's up everyone? Welcome once again to the channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and today we're gonna talk about something very exciting, and that's the comeback of Ahtisa Manalo to pageantry. That's right, y'all. When I tell you that since this morning, everybody and their grandmother has been blowing up my phone just to let me know that Atisa has joined Miss Universe Philippines and that this is not a rumor, it is confirmed. And I have to be honest, in the beginning, I was a little bit skeptical about it. I was like, I'm not sure if it's just like wishful thinking from the pageant fans or if she's actually making a comeback. We all know that Atisa is good at keeping a secret and at keeping it low key. And that's exactly what she did, because there are photos of her out and about taking photos with some of the other contestants of Miss Universe Philippines this year. She just went to sign the contract and all of those things. So yes, it is confirmed. Ahtisa Manalo will be competing at Miss Universe Philippines 2025. Here's the deal. Why I decided to make this video. I really wanted to share some of my thoughts, my initial impressions when I heard about this news, because I don't think that coming back to pageantry in 2025 for Atisa is a coincidence. I don't think that this is one of those regular years that a pageant girl just goes like, maybe I should give it a try for the crown. I see this comeback as a revindication journey for Atisa. Of course, let me give you a little bit of background. I mean, you might know this, but for those who are new here or watching me for the first time, Ahtisa Manalo competed before at Binibini Pilipinas, where she ended with the title for Binibini International. We all know that, right? Right? She went to Miss International, ended as a first runner-up. She became one of the most loved and celebrated beauty queens nationwide, pretty much. That's undeniable. And after years of pageant fans just begging and asking and just wishing for a comeback, Ahtisa Manalo decided to grace the stage of Miss Universe Philippines in 2024. Up until there, are you following me? Are we up to date? All right. It is undeniable for anyone who followed the competition that Atisa was not just a fan favorite, but she was also a front runner. Now, the things with these pageants is that you never know how it might go. There are some unpredictable things. And I mean, to our surprise last year, the winner of Miss Universe Philippines 2024 was Chelsea Manalo. I don't feel like a lot of people predicted her to be the winner, but Chelsea turned out to be a really great representative for the Philippines, a breath of fresh air. She did her thing, and I feel like her reign has been incredible. I mean, she became the very first ever Miss Universe Asia, so that's already a huge accomplishment by itself. Ahtisa Manalo, though, who was a fan favorite, as I was telling you, ended up getting the title of Miss Cosmo Philippines, which, to be honest, Ahtisa seemed to be very okay with it, as this was the very first edition of Miss Cosmo. The prize package that they were proposing seemed interesting. The first edition seemed very glossy. And I'm going to say that in the very beginning, most pageant fans seemed to be on board with this. Why? Because this was an opportunity for Ahtisa Manalo to basically use it as a platform to not only showcase herself, knowing that there will be a lot of eyeballs following the competition, but simultaneously to set the tone. If you are the very first queen, there's no way to forget about you. You will be forever ingrained in the history of that particular organization. So off to Vietnam she goes, Ahtisa Manalo competing for the Philippines, giving her best, representing and whatnot. And I will say that Athisa's journey at Miss Cosmo was a little bit rocky. She gave her best, she brought her A game, but unfortunately, as we all know, there were some incidents with the structures of the venues and the pageant and whatnot. Atisa got into an accident, she couldn't walk for a while, and ultimately, during finals, she ended outside of the top 5 of Miss Cosmo. This was a huge controversy, at least in the Philippines. The fans were outraged, and rightfully so. I mean, Atisa, as I mentioned, she is one of the most loved beauty queens in the country. She was a front runner at Miss Universe Philippines, and suddenly here she is, one of our most beloved girls. We send them to Vietnam and she's not even in the top 5. Disappointing for sure. Looking back at that time, personally, I did feel bad for Atisa, not just because of the whole top 5 thing. Well, first of all, in the process of representing the country and whatnot, she got injured, so she couldn't walk for a while. It's like, it's outside of her control. Even if she wants to perform, even if she wants to do her best and whatnot, she physically couldn't do it. So that's already something that made me feel bad for her during that time. I'm pretty sure also that she had hopes of at least minimum being within the top 5 at Miss Cosmo, because that's already something that all the girls who joined the competition will strive for. So that also added a different layer. But to me personally, the biggest thing that kind of made me feel bad and bothered me was that this is Atisa's legacy, basically. When I tell you that this is one of the most loved beauty queens in the Philippines, that's not something small or meaningless, knowing that this is one of the biggest pageant countries in the world. There are many beauty queens. A lot of them are incredible performance communicators, whatnot, you name it. So for Atisa to be so loved and be put in a position where she is so appreciated, it's safe to say that even without coming back to pageantry, she had already built a legacy. Remember, she won Binibining Pilipinas with the international title, and that was already by itself one of the most prestigious pageants and titles in the Philippines. She went to Miss International, ended up with a first runner-up position, even though within the same decade, the Philippines had already won Miss International a couple of times. So that already speaks by itself about what she can offer, what she can deliver, and how much of a great contestant she actually was. What ended up happening at Miss Cosmo felt a little bit more of a letdown. It's almost as if she was downgrading the title and the legacy that she already had. Even though, as I mentioned earlier, she went to Miss Cosmo willingly, there's no denying that Miss Cosmo was a brand new title, brand new competition that couldn't go head to head with the competitions that she had formerly done. Binibini, Miss International, Miss Universe Philippines. So for her to be treated in this way, that's basically what made everyone so furious, including Atisa, because I believe at some point she even unfollowed Miss Cosmo. She, basically distanced herself from the whole thing. And in all fairness, we have to respect that. I can understand the reasons why she decided to go that route. Now, this brings us to the present moment. What does it mean for Ahtisa Manalo to join Miss Universe Philippines 2025? Honestly, it means a couple of things. I believe the girl is laser focused. She is gonna go for that Miss Universe crown. I don't feel like she's going to settle for anything else. Who knows? Even she might be pulling one of those, Stacey Gabriel. If she doesn't get the crown, then she doesn't want anything else. Because I feel like Atisa this time around is here to reivindicate herself, to show, hey, I am this huge beauty queen in the Philippines. I am loved by so many. I want to represent the country at the biggest stage in the world, or the universe rather. When you think about it, she could have waited a year or two and simply just take some rest. Pageants are exhausting, it takes a lot of money and whatnot. But the fact that she decided to come back so quickly, to me, it means that she basically wants to rewrite the story of what just went down last year. Yes, her journey at Miss Universe Philippines was great and she was loved and appreciated by it, but I'm sure that she is not happy or satisfied with whatever happened at the international competition with Miss Cosmo. So of course, I'm expecting her to make a comeback, giving us absolutely everything that we expect from her. Not just to live up to her legacy, but also to satisfy the fans, to slay every single competition, whether it is swimsuit, evening gown, Q&A, interview, you name it. Atisa needs to bring her A game if she's really serious about going for Universe. Now, the added layer here is that there are already so many girls who are joining Miss Universe Philippines 2025 that are absolute gems. Honestly, just with this edition alone, we could crown easily minimum 5 representatives for the Philippines at Miss Universe for the next 5 years. No need to have a pageant every year. We just crown 5 of them. We send them 1 per year. That's how competitive this year is. So yes, although Atisa will most definitely bring the fandom and the engagement and the support and all of those things, the girl also needs to make sure that she is living up to that expectation, because the other girls are not playing. I mean, just think of it. Ileana Aduana, we have Chelsea Fernandez, we have Winwin Marquez, we have even Chanel. I've been seeing some of her photo shoots and the girl is not playing. And that's without even mentioning all the newbies, right? The girls who are joining the national scene or the national pageant for the very first time. So you know what? As a fan of Atisa myself, I'm very excited. I feel like this is gonna be a very meaningful journey with a little bit more than just, like I want to represent the Philippines. This has more of a personal connotation. I believe, this is my theory, she would like to rewrite the history of what happened and basically just continue and level up from what she already had as the new Miss Universe Philippines 2025. Let me know, what do you guys think about Atisa's comeback? Are you excited? Are you rooting for her? Do you have another bias? Do you think if she wins, would she do well in Thailand, given the new organization for Miss Universe and whatnot? I'm excited to hear your thoughts and your take on this. So let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, you guys, and I will keep you updated with anything that comes up regarding pageantry in the next couple of days. And yeah, so thank you for being here. See you on the next one. Bye now.